Welcome to this series of morphological videos. In the 1980s, Liz Selkirk proposed a compositional structure of words in terms of heads and modifiers. Even though this implies a strict separation between inflection and derivation, this method has turned out to be useful for the analysis of present-day English derivatives, and this is what I'm going to show. I will analyze the present-day English derivative carelessness, and this will be the result, a morphological tree. But how do we arrive at such a structure? Well, let's build this morphological tree step by step. Now, before you start, you should prepare well. Take an empty sheet and write the word that you want to describe compositionally at the bottom of that sheet and leave sufficient space above it. And then you can start. The first step is certainly a simple morphological analysis, that is the analysis of the derivative, in our case carelessness, into its base form and its affixes. Step 2 is to assign word classes, categories, to each morph. Now the affixes less and ness are associated with inherent word classes, that is, with those word classes that they would generate when they are added to a base form. Less turns nouns into adjectives, so it is marked A. Ness turns adjectives into nouns, so it is associated with the word class noun. So now we can start with the base form, which is care, and combine it with an affix to its left or right. That results in a suitable word form. If you're not sure whether such a form exists, you can always consult corpora such as the British National Corpus, for example. So the only affix which we can find to the right of care is careless. So in other words, this is the branching structure. And now we have to think about a syntactic feature, that is the category that is assigned to the new mother node. To do this, we have the percolation conventions that were defined in the 1980s by Liz Selkirk. Well, here they are. Rule 1 is pass the features of the affix up to the first branching node. And rule 2, if a branching node fails to obtain features, well, then we take the features of the second daughter of this new mother node. In our case, it is relatively simple. We can apply rule number 1 and pass the features of less to the new mother node. And now we have a new base form. The new base form is careless, and we can combine it with another suitable affix. There is only one. So in other words, we have this structure now. Well, and again, we can assign the syntactic features, that is the categories of the affix, to the new mother node. And again, rule number 1 applies. We can simply take the percolation conventions and apply rule number 1, which passes the features of the affix to the new branching node. Okay, so carelessness is a noun. That's it. There are more complicated cases though, so stay tuned for my analysis of those. And by the way, the print version of this solution is available in the VLCE lecture library as usual, and more than 50 trees of this kind can be found in the morphological practicals that are used on the Virtual Linguistics campus. Thanks, and see you again.